Hey folks, Dude here. It's going to be a little bit more of a mobile update, so we'll have some fun here. And I was doing a little bit of driving around thing and shooting some video. I just put the mega card in this bad boy, so I have tons and tons of space to shoot a gobload of video, and I'm not going to worry about, like, you know, filling up the card because now I got the 32 gig card in there, man. I could tape, well, I could shoot video for hours and hours for, well, the foreseeable future. So you guys are just going, dude, enough talking already. Get off the internet. All right, so initial visit with my nurse practitioner, read like, you know, my GP, my general purpose doctor, general physician. So I go and see her, and she's kind of a no-nonsense type of chick. Her name actually happens to be Sam, as in Samantha. And she's very much a no-nonsense type of female. Very cool, very down-to-earth, doesn't take any BS, you know, pretty much is like, okay, dude, you put on another 10 pounds, you know, your blood pressure's I'm going to give you a really light dose of something and basically address that. You know, and I was like, you know what, the biggest problem is I can't frickin' move. I'm sedentary. She's like, yeah, well, that would explain two things, and, you know, how they fall in suit upon each other is if you're basically, you know, not exercising enough and you're putting on some weight, yeah, your blood pressure will go up. I was like, you know what, the biggest problem I got right now is, of course, the original reason why I came in here is my knee. And she's like, oh no. It's like, yeah, oh no. She's like, what happened? I was like, well, I was in church, I was walking up the stairs, and I, you know, felt something rip, tear, pop, ping. And she's like, did you hear it? It's like, no, but I felt it. She's like, OS. And she's like, I mean, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. But her first statement was OS. It's like, yeah, OS&D with an IT on the end. It basically is, it is what it is. And she's like, oh, man, all right, I gotta poke and palpate here. And she did a number of maneuvers. And, like, you know, there's one thing that they do is they actually sit on your foot and they grab your lower leg just below your knee. And they push towards your body and away from your body with their leg bent 45 degrees. And what that does is it tries to see how much slop you got built into the all the ligaments and tendons, and it checks things. And the first time a doc ever did that to me, I was like, okay, this doesn't hurt, it's cool. And the doc actually was like doubling down on, like, you know, I want to see if this guy's really going to say ow. And I'm just looking at him and saying, nope, it don't hurt, dude. That does not bother me. And it still doesn't hurt. Now, she's like, okay, well, lay down the table here, pulled out the little thing so I can put my legs out straight. She's like, oh, okay, let's poke on this and check that. And like, okay, how's that feel? Nah, it's not bad. Let me check behind here, see if there's some other things going on. No, that's normal. All right, now I'm going to check around your patella. Read my kneecap. My kneecap is always been a major issue. I have literally the inside of it looks like a wood rasp. It is rough, it is bumpy, it's got grinds on it, it is bone on bone in the worst possible sense. Now, also I have something called suboxylation. Suboxylation is literally when you're bending your knee and you're straightening out your knee. Normally what's supposed to happen is your patella tracks in between the two hemispheres on the lower part of your femur, and literally it, you know, falls into the groove. It literally follows that straight line of travel. Now, suboxylation is when you bend your leg and your kneecap pops out of that track. It doesn't go straight, but kind of jiggers around. So literally, I have that. So I've had patellar issues, well, since time and eternal. I do not have the best kneecaps to begin with, but after doing a traumatic injury, it is much, much worse. So she's like, okay, well, I'm going to basically this, that, and the other thing with, you know, your knee. You're going to get kicked out. You're going to get an X-ray. Truth be told, my healthcare provider is not Blue Cross Blue Shield, but another one. And these guys are dumbasses because they want you to get an X-ray first. Now, anybody who's in the business can tell you, if you do a joint injury, X-rays show you gross anatomy. They show you basically how the bone's oriented. It shows you maybe a little tiny bit, maybe, of some of the meniscus. It shows you a little bit of the tendons, shows you a little bit of stuff, but it really comes in as like a very light shadow. Even if you reduce the exposure and you basically try to contrast those things, X-rays are not how you go first. But because my insurance works, I need to get an X-ray. So I'm going to get an X-ray knocked out today, which I just did. And then I'm scheduled for the MRI, which is happening on Saturday. Now, the thing about it is essentially I am going to be doing, probably things backwards. I mean, literally, you do an injury like that, the first thing they say is MRI. They do not say X-ray at this point. X-rays are great for looking at broken bones and, other major things. They are not the best thing for injuries on soft tissue, ever. On knees, it is literally like using a flashlight to try to look across the Atlantic Ocean. You will get some coverage, but for all the gross detail, you won't get nearly enough. So literally, I'm now scheduled up for an MRI, and we're going to go on from there, and I'm just cruising around doing my various lines of travel. Knee injury. And it's knee injury on knee injury on knee injury on knee injury. Because I've been dealing with this thing for 10 years, okay? And she even said it. She's like, oh, looks like we're looking at knee replacement, right? And I'm like, that's what I'm hoping for. She's like, well, that's definitely where you're heading. So I was going to give you guys an update and basically let you guys know what's going on Thursday, June 18th. So I'm going to get back to you guys later and break off on this one. Eat good, keep it tendering as always, you know you love it. I cannot stress this, guys, to you enough. If you get injured, get treatment ASAP. Do not wait around. Don't keep grinding things up. Go and get treatment. See you guys.